Shalom, it's me, Bad as I am. We're going to go ahead and get into this reaction content. And the title of this video is Extra Crispy. All right, family, let's go ahead and tune in. And as I go through this clip, I'm going to be stopping and pausing and talking about my precepts and stuff, okay? All right, we're going to tie it all into this foolishness. Let's begin, shall we?
She did this over a 10-piece chicken wing. She passed fryers to come here.
Now at 6, Milwaukee police investigating a frightening encounter for this DoorDash delivery driver.
Court documents say a customer allegedly followed Faith Morris home because of an undelivered food order.
Our Lighthouse reporter Ben Jordan spoke with Faith today about her push for policy changes at DoorDash.
She picked up one of those bricks off of the neighbor's lawn and she threw it onto here.
A smashed windshield.
This looks like she was beating my car with the four-way.
A hammered hood.
Knocked my rearview mirror off, bust this window, and the whole window out here.
And passenger side windows.
Okay, friend, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you real quick because you is absolutely right. She passed fryers on the way to your house, okay? Okay, because girl, ain't no way you about to take a 10-piece chicken wings from me and I'm going to pass 5 or 6 daggone chicken restaurants just to get those wings I paid for. Baby, I would have called a 1-800 number on DoorDash and said, hey, refund me my money because your DoorDash didn't deliver me my food. That's what I would have done. But now this daggone silly behind foolish woman, she done went out there and found a whole brick off of your daggone lawn and bust your car. Now the daggone damages is worth way more than that $5.99 that she had did for them daggone chicken wings. That's a daggone shame, friend. And now we're going to go ahead and get into our first precept pertaining to this daggone violence and this anger that she done took out on your vehicle, friend. And that's going to be Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 9. And it states, do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger rests in the bosom of fools. And what she did over there, she did some foolish mess, because that looks very foolish to me. But let's continue.
In pieces on the ground.
This ain't no junkyard car. This is a 2024.
Faith Morris's livelihood as a DoorDash delivery driver.
I can no longer work right now. I can't make deliveries.
Now out of commission with $6,000 worth of damage. All over $18 worth of fast food.
I was outside for 10 minutes. This is the hood. I'm not about to sit outside with my kids in front of somebody's house I don't know for over 10 minutes.
This search warrant says...
And that's what I'm trying to find out. Why would you even be taking your little baby like that to the DoorDash and stuff on the job, on the premises, right at the wee hours of the night, I wouldn't have done that. I would have said, can somebody watch the babies, things like that, so I can go run this little order right here. You know what I'm saying? However, I do understand, family, that if you don't have the luxuries to call nobody up and tell them, hey, can you come get your grandkids, or hey, can you watch your niece and stuff while I go run this job? I understand that, family. But when you're doing things like that at night, as far as these DoorDash things, have a little something on you, okay? For your protection. That way you won't feel like you got to be scared enough to fly off with the perfect food. You know what I'm saying? People be hungry. I know I be hungry, and I be wanting my food whenever I order it, okay? All right. Shoot, DoorDash, y'all. And look, I'm going to tell you one more thing. These DoorDashers, y'all done got ridiculous last season. Remember, y'all was out here offering people this stuff. Just offer people over tips. So now this person, they must have seen the reaction videos me and I have been doing, right? And they was like, you not about to victimize me. I'm going to get you in your car with this brick, and I'm going to get my chicken wings, which she really didn't get the chicken wings back. But that's besides the point. She took out vengeance for all the other DoorDash customers. I understand, but y'all don't be out there doing stuff like this. Anyhow, let's continue.
Faith was unable to complete the delivery due to losing internet connection with the DoorDash app and returned home. Faith says that's when the customer bombarded her with calls.
And how you gonna lose daggone internet connection with the DoorDash app and return home, but you is currently right there at the customer house? Baby, I would have blew that horn, laid on that horn. I I would have done a lot of things to get that customer to come out that door, and come get that food. I wouldn't have daggone just drove off and went to my house with that order. And then when you got to your house, why you ain't stopped to call them when you was around your own Wi-Fi that actually worked? Call that customer, and let that customer know, hey, I'm at home, instead of that customer doing this right here.
You just told me to have a blessed night. You said you was at home. I got your location.
Minutes later, a knock on her door caught on camera before Faith says she saw the woman proceed to bash her car. She believes the customer was able to track her home using the app's GPS since the order.
And that's another thing. When somebody get to knocking like this, and they ain't pausing and they knocking, you don't hear no repetition. You just hear boop, 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 boop. Baby, that's the sound of a problem. That is the sound of a problem. So y'all need to make sure when somebody at your door knocking like that, y'all hurry up and get to the window and open the window blind and look. Before you open the door, okay? Because, baby, that's a problem. And I don't want y'all to be a part of the problem. Okay? So she did right by not going out that door. She must have had them knocks happening on her door a lot. She knew what was up. But whoo, child, let's continue.
Was never delivered.
I actually need a lawyer so that by the end of this, I can.
And that's another thing. I didn't know that the DoorDash app would allow you still to be able to be tracked, right? If you ain't delivered the food. That's something I didn't know at all. Now, that customer was extremely smart to go do this mischief, to run and do this evil by getting on the app to find the DoorDash's address to go follow the DoorDasher to get to the DoorDash's house so she can get the 10 pieces back. Okay, she was very, very smart to do that. But if you are very, very smart to run and do mischief, then why can't you be very, 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 very smart to go do some common sense and stop at those other chicken restaurants that you passed to get your daggone meal in your field and then call DoorDash customer service to get your refund? I'm just saying, y'all need to have some daggone sense out here in the world. You know that saying, common sense ain't too common. That is a valid point for this content. But let's finish up this video, family.
Change the policy because, first of all, yes, DoorDash policies need to change.
DoorDash sent TMJ for a statement.
And that's another thing. Why is it that when we get upset, right, our people, especially our people, when we get upset, we be like, yeah, I'm about to own the company and stuff because that happened to me. You all know good and well this company, DoorDash, ain't about to let you own a piece of nothing. The only thing you gonna own is some daggone sorrowful statements that DoorDash already offered out to you, and they gonna offer to try to help cope with you through the process that you went through, and how they gonna tell you that legally they're not responsible for the actions of a customer. So technically, family, you won't be owning DoorDash, but I understand where she was going with that. Absolutely do. However, let's go ahead and jump into this next precept. It's Exodus chapter 22, verse 6, regarding that property damage, okay? All right now, if someone causes damage to another's property, they are required to make restitution. So heck yeah, she's required to pay you back for your beautiful car that she done damaged out there in the front of your house and you want to do it. Yeah, she is definitely responsible for paying you back for that. However, DoorDash is not responsible for paying you back. Let that sink in, because once again, you will not be owning DoorDash. All right, let's continue.
It says, this customer's actions are completely uncalled for, unacceptable, and disturbing. We have permanently banned them from our platform and are in touch with the Dasher directly to offer our support.
See what I did?
The Milwaukee Police Department says the investigation is ongoing. We are seeking a known suspect at this time.
What do you hope happens to the person who did this to you?
I hope that they don't take this lightly at all. What she did, this is not warranted a 10-piece chicken wing.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Ben Jordan.
Baby, you right. It's not warranted for no 10-piece chicken wing. She went extreme and beyond for that extra crispy. She put the extra crispy in the crisp. Okay, when it comes to that skin, she wanted to taste that skin. Go. She just wanted all that skin on the tip of her tongue. She wanted the tang. She wanted to take them daggone little, what are them, drumettes and dip them in that barbecue sauce. And she wanted, and had the grease all on her fingertips and the crust just falling. She wanted all that. She got real crispy for them wings, baby. You saw how spicy she could get. But let's go ahead and finish up this video. We almost done, family. I miss. Okay, so the last precept I'm going to bring to you is Exodus 20, verse 17. You shall not covet your neighbor's house, nor anything that belongs to your neighbor. In this situation, DoorDash, you coveted those daggone chicken wings. God, you covered them chicken wings because you thought that, hey, since she ain't come out here, that I'm going to go home and I'm going to go eat these chicken wings as part of my payment because she made me wait for almost over 10 minutes with my little babies in the car in an unsafe ghetto neighborhood. So I am owed these chicken wings. Because if it wasn't so, when the customer was blowing up your device, you would have picked up that phone and be like, hello. And the customer would fuss you out about them daggone wings. And then you know what? I'd rather have took the daggone fussing out over me taking them wings and covering them to my house. God, as soon as you walk into the door frame with them chicken wings and your baby on your arm, baby, that's called covering. You coveted them chicken wings, and when you notice that woman was calling you, you really covered it in your mind because you was like, I'm just going to ignore the phone call because they ain't going to know where I'm at because I'm just going to sit here and get that same thing that customer wanted to get. I'm about to enjoy this and figure out why that customer spent $18 on these little bitty wings. And you behind the met your match. Sad. Shalom, Erica.